What's everybody? For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Dashaquavius, Dashaquavius, and this is my video on how to play Fallout as myself. Yes, so basically what I'm going to do here is explain step by step how to play Fallout as me. Now I'm going to base this build based off of my own attributes, what I would do in a situation as Fallout, or what I would do in a nuclear Fallout. All these types of things are going to be explained in this video, and basically I'm going to try to make a build that's going to be rather challenging and different as well. Now 3 traits this is going to be about: intelligence, chaoticness, and resilience. I'm a very smart person, and in that aspect I can turn crazy, and also in that aspect I'm very resilient. I can't really get broken down. Unfortunately, I don't have actual footage of the beginning of the game of the perks that you would pick at the beginning of the game. But basically, I'm just gonna read out what I did in my first time. I picked 1 strength, 1 perception, 6 endurance, 5 charisma, 9 intelligence. I'm gonna go into that a bit later. 5 agility and 1 luck. Now I know the intelligence is gonna make people freak out about it because, oh my gosh, we got so much intelligence. The intelligence is for experience. You're gonna have a ton of intelligence, and in that you're gonna be able to gain a whole lot of experience points to level up things in charisma, agility, and endurance. In terms of signature perks, I couldn't really pick which one would be signature for me. It's hard to, like, how do I say this? There's just too many things that I'm really good at, such as hacking, robotics expert, and then we got cannibalism. It's just, there's a whole lot of things there's a whole list of things that I could go down, and I honestly couldn't pick which one was the absolute best or signature for me. Besides hacker. Hacker is going to be your signature perk, including robotics expert. That's going to be your signature perk. Taking a look at the perks now, we're not going to really stress strength at all. We're not going to really touch it besides big leagues, which is really going to help us with our melee. Other than that, try not to touch the strength category in any way. It's going to make it feel very difficult. Pickpocket is something that I'm very good at. I'm not really known for like stealing, but like stealing is something that I'm really good at, and I'm known for that. In the aspect of, I get away with things, and I steal things. Back in the past, not really that much anymore. Locksmith you can use kinda, but I didn't really stress that in this build. Moving on, we got Lone Wanderer, and then we got Hacker. Those little perks that I was telling you about. All those things are gonna be, focused on here. And then we have Cannibal. You're gonna want to get Cannibal. Cannibal is gonna be one of your signature perks that you're gonna use. It's gonna get you health and all. Adamantium Skeleton, I'm very flexible and I'm very bendable, and that's going to be reflective in this build. You're not going to be able to, your limb damage is going to be eliminated. Chem resistant, this is a chem based build. You're going to be using a whole lot of chems, so chem resistant will allow you to not have the withdrawal effects of chems, especially when you get into higher levels and you're not going to be completely immune to chem addiction. And then we got Lead Belly. I really care about food. I'll basically eat anything. If I get sick, I get sick, but I'm not going to show these symptoms. That's just how I am. I'm not going to get sick, and I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. So in doing this, you're going to take lesser and lesser radiation from drinking and eating, and at some point, at the 3rd one, you'll have absolutely no damage from eating or drinking, no radiation damage, which is really good. You're going to really want to focus on that. Moving on to charisma, very charismatic build. You're gonna want to stress charisma in a very good way. Lone Wanderer is gonna be something that you're really gonna want to focus on. You're gonna have myself. I don't really mess around with a whole lot of people, and this is gonna really reflect in this build. You'll be able to take less damage. Increase your carry weight. Since we're not using anything in the strength category, it's going to be really good for you since we don't have a whole lot of strength. And then, you'll increase your damage and and you'll increase your carry weight, and then you'll increase your damage in the end, 25%. If you eventually go up to level 40, it's gonna be really good when you get there. And then moving on, we got inspirational for dog meat. This is basically for dog meat. You're not gonna be really having companions, but since we're having, we're doing a lot of charisma and we don't have a whole lot of strength, inspirational is gonna enable dog meat to carry a little bit more, since you can't really carry much yourself, which is really good, and you won't be able to attack them and they won't be able to attack you. The intelligence category. Vans. You're gonna want to use vans, because I swear sometimes I'm really slow. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I'm really slow when it comes to certain things. So this is going to allow you to, it'll show you like a little green dash, telling you where to go in VATS, and it'll tell you where to go. We've got medic. You're gonna want to restore your health. I'm smart enough to know how to do that. I'll be able to fix myself like I don't know what. Your stem packs will increase their effectiveness over, over the stars. And then hacker. I'm very good at hacking in real life. This is something that you're gonna want to stress a whole lot. You're gonna want to try to get to this as fast as possible. You're in the intelligence category, and eventually you'll get up to advanced and all that, and then you'll get up to the fourth one, which will eventually allow you to, you'll never get locked out of terminal. That basically is the highlight of me. You're gonna want to get hacker. You're gonna have such an advantage when it comes to terminals. Scrapper, I take that because I'm very resourceful. It's just a thing that I am. Science, oh my gosh, science is something that you're definitely gonna need. It's basically required. We've got chemists. You're gonna be using a whole lot of drugs. You're just gonna be shooting yourself up non-stop. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna use a whole lot of chemicals to come to this. Robotics expert, you're gonna be able to hack robots. And that's something that I find that myself would be able to exploit in I don't know how many ways. I would just have a robot army. And with the Automaton DLC coming up soon, this is gonna get interesting. Nuclear physicist, it's in the intelligence category, and it doesn't take that much to get. So you might as well just go ahead and get it. You'll get increased fusion core usage. It'll slow down the rate of how it goes down. And that's gonna be really good. And then you got nerd rage, which is really good as well. And then the intelligence category, you're really gonna want to stress that. And then nuclear physicists, it just helps since it's already in there. And then we got nerd rage. Nerd rage, I just explained earlier, it's really good. You're already in the intelligence category if you go that high. I mean, in my build, I'm level 70 and all, so I went pretty high with that, and I eventually just took another point in intelligence, and it just turned out to be pretty useful. And I know at level 50, that's a pretty high level. I understand people might not go that high with this. And then we got agility. In the agility category, it's something that you want to stress as well. For sneak, you're gonna want to sneak. You're gonna want to be stealthy. I am stealthy. I'm very stealthy. I am very sneaky. I can sneak up on people and you won't even know what hit them. Mr. Sandman will give you that extra sneak attack damage with silenced weapons. It's gonna be really good. You'll be able to kill sleeping people. Action Boy, you'll be able to regenerate your health. Your AP quicker. You're gonna want that. Moving target, I can dodge, I can run all types of stuff like that. I'm very flexible and I'm very mobile. Ninja, this is something that you're gonna want to take when it comes to the agility category with the melee. And when I get to blitz later on, I'm gonna tell you about that. Quick hands, you'll be able to reload stuff faster. I just took that just because it's there. And then we got blitz. The farther away your target is, you'll be able to melee them for I don't know how far away. It's gonna be really useful, especially with Mr. Sandman, and everything in this intelligence category, this agility category is gonna be very useful. And luck, you're not gonna really want to stress luck. I'm not a very lucky person. It just doesn't work out that way. And then, going back to big leagues earlier, I just didn't really get to explain that. Big leagues is gonna be useful as well. You're gonna have all this And basically, that's all you're gonna do. I mean, you can pick and choose which ones you want to use, but in the strength category, you're not gonna go past big leagues. You're just not. And the general play style is going to be sneaking about. You're gonna have blitz and you're gonna have ninja. This is going to allow you to basically teleport right behind enemies. And if you go ahead and take big leads, you'll be able to take massive amounts of enemies in front of you. The big leads allows you to take out multiple enemies at once without even touching them. So when doing this, combined with your sneak, you're gonna be able to take out, I don't even know how many people are gonna be able to take out. Like it's gonna be nuts. You're gonna rely on your melee weapons and your silence weapons and sneak. You're gonna want to sneak about, and that's how most of your gunfights are gonna be, sneaking about. You're gonna sneak around, you know, probably find like a little corner, just sneak about, and then use VATs and blitz, and you're just gonna kill everyone. And you're gonna eat on them because you're gonna have cannibal, and this is gonna be great. In terms of weapons, you're basically going to be using melee weapons. Shish kebab, Pikmin's knife, and machetes are what you're gonna be using. You're gonna be using a wide variety of melee weapons. You might even go to Jamaica Plain and get the 2077 World Champions baseball bat. It's another melee weapon that's going to be really good in this build. You're going to want to use melee weapons, I don't know, in a lot of ways. You're going to be using melee weapons. Also the Deliverer. The Deliverer will also be a really good weapon to use in this build. So in that arsenal, you're going to have, just knives, machetes, and silence weapons. The spray and pray, you can get the spray and pray by at Cricket. You can find Cricket over at Vault 81 or in Bunker Hill, and you can get the spray and pray if you have enough money. Or you could even get the Overseer's Guardian and put a suppressor on it. You'd have to get Gun Nut, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to be very much of a sacrifice to get. It's not going to be that hard. In terms of appearance, you can basically look however you want. I mean, for me, in real life, I look nice. Okay, I wear tuxedo, not really tuxedos, but and probably in Fallout I'll probably wear tuxedos, like really nice clothes. I wear nice clothes, and I know you can't really do that in Fallout, but if you know anything about ballistic weave, that would be a really useful thing to do. You could have on clothes, and you could put armor over it, so you could like armor up a tuxedo, even though you would need armorer, and I know this in the strength category, and we didn't really stress that much, but I think it's only level 4 strength, so it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to get armorer. In that aspect, that would be the signature appearance. In terms of companions, you're not going to really be taking companions in the most part. You're basically going to be using robotics. Robotics could be a companion. You can hack an Assaultron or a Sentry Bot, or you can take dog meat, but in that aspect, you're not going to be really actually using companions. And that practically wraps up this build. I mean, for the most part, you're going to be really focusing on the intelligence category. Just a refresher, you're going to be focused on the intelligence category. You're going to be focusing on agility and endurance. You're going to have little to no strength. Your companions are basically going to be dog meat or robots, with robotics expert. That's what you're going to be using. And then you're also going to be mindful that you are going to be sneaking about. You're not going to be really using guns. You're probably going to get killed on survival mode if you go out and try to go guns blazing, because you don't have any like prerequisites in those areas. But for the most part, you're going to be hacking about. You're going to be very smart, and you're going to look nice, and you're going to stab everything, and eat everything, and kill everything that comes in your way. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.